Out of all the content creators I've studied, Ninja is by far one of the most compelling. He's entertaining, controversial, at times juvenile, but above all else, he is smart. Over the course of 2024, I've noticed people's perception of him, including my own, change. Honestly, it's insane how It's insane how big of a turnaround he's made on his perceived career. However, I think there's one final thing that I would like to see Ninja do as he matures. Something he dips his toes into from time to time, but is too afraid to dive all the way into. But before I get into what that thing is, I think I need to make a little change of my own. Hello, friends. So look, I always think it's important to give your favorite content creators their flowers when you have the chance to, okay? When it comes to Ninja, he is absolutely one of my favorite content creators of all time. If it was not for this man, I don't know if I would be making content the way that I do now. He's the one that really showed me you can actually do this and do it for a living. There were others before him and after, but he hands down was one of the most influential to me. Now look, let's not mince words here. Ninja had a weird 2024. Actually, we all had a weird 2024. Everybody was becoming PDF files. We had Trump versus Biden, the remix. Everything that could have happened last year did happen, and it was a wild time to be had. But when it comes to our boy Ninja, he was really in the thick of it for the first 6 months. It's crazy to think that Ninja actually did a complete 180 on people's perception of his career last year. There is a huge change in how people looked at Ninja, including my own. For the first 3 seasons of Fortnite Chapter 5 last year, so we're talking roughly the first 6 months of 2024, Ninja was just perceived as this overall whiner in the Fortnite community, and really just the internet overall. Like, people were just tired of hearing him cry over and over again. And listen, I'm gonna be completely transparent with you guys. I was on Ninja's case a little bit too. I had gotten tired of hearing it, especially by the time Fortnite Rec came out. As a matter of fact, I was adamant about actually clapping back at Ninja a little bit and be like, bro, you gotta chill with just how upset you are at the game right now. It is not worth all this negativity. I was having a blast on Fortnite Chapter 5 Season 3. I know. One of the most hated seasons of all time. How could I? You Epic Games Glazer. How dare you? But let's take this conversation away from Fortnite specifically and look at Ninja. It didn't matter what Fortnite did, but it seemed like every season he was just upset about something new. And it wasn't that his opinions were wrong and that he shouldn't have had them, or even that some of them were bad, but it was the way in which he presented them. And that I want you to put in the back of your mind, because it's going to be important for something I want to bring up later.
We're going to gas the vehicle on, make sure that it's got its bulletproof tires, make sure we got the cow catcher on it and a mounted turret. Nope. You're gonna carry a repair torch, and then we're gonna play like the biggest losers in the world, because this season is absolute dog water.
Listen, I will never get mad at somebody for not liking something. You are obviously welcome to your opinion. However, when it gets to a point where it seems like all you're doing is berating something without providing any logical reason as to why you feel a certain type of way, and it's just whining upon whining upon whining, and nothing seems like it'll please you at all, that's when I have to tone you out, especially when it comes to my own personal enjoyment. I don't look to other people to have fun with something. I just look to see if I like it for myself, and if I don't, I try to figure out a reason why, but also I do my best not to try to interfere on anybody else's fun. Now, if it was only Ninja's negativity towards Fortnite that we were talking about here today, it wouldn't really be much of a video, and it wouldn't really be justified for why people were so frustrated with him. However, that was not the only place where Ninja's countenance started to fall a little bit. You see, for a good portion of 2024, Ninja was also going to these back and forths with Kai Cenat. And look, it wasn't like Ninja was being overly rude, but there were these little backhanded compliments that he would give Kai. It was like anytime Kai accomplished something, Ninja would have to put a but or a or at the end of it. Like, yeah, Kai, you did good, but this other person over here actually did this before you did, or I didn't need X, Y, and Z in order to accomplish what you did over here.
Massively impressive what Kai's doing. But all I had to do for mine was be amazing at Fortnite and play video games. I had the luxury of sleeping. Or maybe y'all forgot, dude. Right? Or maybe y'all forgot.
This is one of the things that I started to pick up on personally, and it made me start to look at Ninja a little different. From my perspective, Ninja started to seem a little jaded. Now, there's something important that I need to address here. Last year, I made a video covering this very topic. It was a clip from my live stream, about a 14-minute long video. I am not happy with the way I expressed myself in that video. I think I could have explained Ninja's situation better. Although I agree with some of the points I made, there are some that I disagree with, and I also am understanding of why some people were kind of upset with me and thought that I was berating Ninja a little bit, but that was never the goal of that video or any video that I make. See, this is what I need anybody that watches me to understand. I don't want to berate any content creators because we all have had our bad moments on camera. Okay, that's what happens when you do this job. If you do this for a living, people are naturally, they're gonna see the best and the worst of you. Ninja is no exception. The more things I go through as a content creator, the more I start to empathize with the creators that are bigger than me. It's just like last week's video with the Nick A30 situation. I never once called Nick a scammer in that entire video, and there was a good reason for that. I didn't believe that. And even though I thought some of his actions were completely unjustified, I still tried to give him the respect of understanding that, hey man, sometimes you have bad days, and it is what it is. I don't think anything that Nick did deserved him to get canceled, but it definitely made a lot of us look at him a little different. And I still, even after his third reply, do not think that that was the best way to handle it. But I understand that sometimes you have bad days. This was the attitude that I tried to have in that other Ninja video, but I think I, ironically, was the one that ended up coming across as a little jaded. One of the things that I implied is that Ninja had a hard time branching out to games outside of Fortnite, that he was paradoxically stuck in this loop where he's bigger than Fortnite, but he also can't escape it. And although some of that's true, I think the way that I made it sound, even to myself, upon playback, 8 months later, it's like I made it sound like Ninja needed Fortnite, and that's not really what I was trying to get across to anybody. Like I said earlier, I could sit here and judge Ninja and try to tell everybody how terrible of a person he is, but that's just not the thing. Even when it came to the stuff with him and Kai or him and Stable Ronaldo, I don't think that Ninja is a terrible guy that wants to see these other guys not do well. I don't think Ninja wishes ill will in anybody, but I do believe that there is a part of him that was missing something last year, and I didn't really understand what that thing was. However, there were some things that happened in the second half of the year that not only turned my perception of Ninja around, but also helped me to understand what it was that he was missing. And this thing is the thing that I want to see him kind of tap into hopefully later this year. But before I get into that, what were the things that turned my opinion of him around? Well, for starters, Ninja started explaining himself a lot better. The first video of Ninja I saw that really made me start looking at him different was the one where he did a Fortnite chapter tier list. He rated all the Fortnite chapters from best to worst or worst to best, whatever, and talked about why he liked and didn't like each one.
Chapter 2 had the longest season in Fortnite history of over like 130 days. All right, 130 days, one singular update. They added a harpoon. A harpoon. Over 130 days, a harpoon.
Everything sounded reasonable, logical, and when I heard him explain why he didn't like something, that's when I started to gain more respect for him. The second time he did it was when I was actually in the middle of struggling with the whole hit scan versus bullet drop debate, and Ninja hit the nail on the head to why we actually needed hit scan back in Fortnite.
I don't know, it's one of those things where it's you have to have one or the other, right? Like if you're gonna have this crazy movement, like you need hit scan, and then if you have slow movement or like no movement at all, it'd be easier to learn and hit the shots because everything like all movement's more predictable.
I'm gonna be honest, I think they're going back to hit scan chapter 6.
No,
they're doing too many polls asking about hit scan and what players prefer.
Why the hell does Ninja not do this more often? Like, why does bro not talk to us more? Like I said at the start of the video, Ninja is a very smart person. Like, I like listening to this man talk. And when it comes to gaming stuff, he has one of the most unique perspectives in internet history. This man literally paved the way for gamers to potentially become like B to A-list celebrities. A lot of people don't realize that like Ninja fought for us to have a lot of the things that we have, including multi-streaming across all platforms. After Ninja came back from Mixer, he took a dip in his revenue and tried to prove to Twitch that, hey, you can have consistent viewership across all platforms while you multi-stream and still could potentially be turning in a profit if you allow this. And I honestly think that it was Ninja that helped the guys over at Twitch eventually come to the decision that we should be able to have people multi-stream across all platforms. Why are we the only streaming platform that does not allow this? It doesn't make any sense. Ninja has always been for content creators. He's always fought for us, and he has paved the way for every single one of us, including Kai Cenat. Yes, there are other content creators that were hanging out with celebrities before Ninja. Like I remember back in the Deshaun Raw days when he was doing the rap battle videos and he had Soulja Boy come on. That was absolutely legendary. Wild moments. But that aside, it was Ninja that took it to the next level, that really was the one that stood out. It was like, whoa, we have the most popular rapper on the planet play with some random guy who plays video games online. What is happening right now? This is a moment. And now Kai just does it on a normal Tuesday and doesn't even think about it. It's wild that how we got here, like actually. Dialing this whole thing back to Ninja, it was those two clips that really changed my perception of him and really won me back over, but it really got me to thinking, why does this man not talk about his experience in gaming more? And when he does talk about things that he doesn't like, why doesn't he just give his opinion? Like, explain it, bro. Now, we look back at everything we talked about so far, the beef that he was getting into, the whining, and then actually going to explaining himself, you start to put the pieces of the puzzle together. Ninja does enjoy the spotlight. He likes being the center of attention. That's why we all do this. We we want to be seen. Content creators don't make content for you not to see anybody. These are the traits of any successful or aspiring content creator. And to say that you don't have these qualities, I think for most of us would be a little disingenuous. It's not always easy to take a back seat, and I don't think Ninja was ready to take his. I was part of a bigger issue that Ninja was having at the time, specifically last year. And when it comes to that, I really think it was down to him not being able to play with his friends. There was another clip that Ninja posted last year that I found really interesting when he was talking about how he did not play with his friends anymore, and I really felt for him.
Like, I don't play with my friends off stream. Like, Tim plays WoW. I don't play WoW, right? Dennis plays Valorant and League, but it's Dennis. Dennis bails on me more than anyone in the world. Like, I just want to play with my boys, dude. Like, I want to play Valorant off stream with the boys. You know, me, Tim, Dennis, Courage, play League, whatever, but no one plays just the same game. There's too much going on.
Now here's the crazy part. It didn't take long for his old friends to come back, because when Remix came out, a lot of the old squads started popping back up. But this is, of course, when we got the infamous clip between him and Courage. Ninja does not always have a good outlet to express his thoughts and ideas. One of the things that I love doing is surrounding myself with people that don't agree with me or see life through a different lens. When I stream with JoJo, Dag, and Clint, one of the things that I tell them on and off stream is how much I appreciate them, because they keep me in check. They don't all agree with everything that I do. They're not yes men. All three of them absolutely loved Fortnite Remix. I absolutely hated it. When they were having fun, I didn't even want to play the game. I didn't even play with them until the final week that the season was out. Remix was not that enjoyable for me, but I am so happy that my friends had a good time. But why am I bringing this up, and why is this important to Ninja? Because I think that when Ninja wants to play with some of his friends and he wants to talk about things that are a bit more controversial or a bit more cerebral, his friends aren't necessarily always there to do that.
I'm sorry, I had to mute. I'm in a good mood. I don't want to. I want you to rant.
You can't have a conversation,
Tyler. We've played this season for 4 games. You've complained every game. I just want to be. I'm in a good mood.
Hey, let's go frenzy, boys.
I'm back. I'm happy.
All right.
I want you to be able to rant. I'm just muting for my own stream.
Okay.
But what I want to get across to all you guys, and to Ninja, if he ever ends up coming across this video somehow, is I think that Ninja really wants to have more conversations about Fortnite, and really more specifically the gaming space as a whole, and just talk about like what he likes and what he doesn't like, how he's seen things change. And if I ever get the privilege one day, if I earn the privilege to be able to do this, I would like to sit down and have that conversation with him. Because I honestly believe that Ninja and I would have one of the most fruitful discussions in the Fortnite space, if not the gaming space, ever. I just think that the way that his mind works, the person that he is, his knowledge of the game, he doesn't have the proper outlet to always express himself in terms of how he's feeling about something. The last thing I think I need to do before we round off this video is actually issue an apology to Ninja, because there was something that I was blatantly wrong about in the video that I made on him last year. If you go back and watch the video, you'll see part of this clip, but it's me in chat sitting down watching this clip of Ninja on stream where he's talking about how he misses like all the funny moments and the funny clips and people just having fun with the game instead of being wrapped up into drama. And at the time, I think I said something along the lines of,
if you're going to be a content creator, posting funny clips
funny gameplay clips is not going to gain you any traction. There has to be something more to you than that.
Here's the deal. That is a half-truth, and not a half-truth in the sense that I was withholding information. Half-truth in the sense that I didn't have the full picture. I did not mean to give a half-truth, but I'm not explaining what the half-truth was. If you're starting out, people definitely don't want to just see you play the game and have funny gameplay clips and all that. That is not, I would not recommend that, generally speaking, to most people. However, there will always be value in being good at a game if you're trying to be a content creator, being funny, and just overall being entertaining. And if there's one thing Ninja is good at, it is definitely being entertaining. He's witty, he's goofy, he's funny, he can do pretty good voice acting. He is an all-around talented individual, and he's pretty much good at any game he touches. Those are all amazing God-given talents that should be appreciated. And I think the issue with my last video is that I came across as a little too dismissive of Ninja's talents, and that was never the goal. I guess character flaws that I saw in him at the time, but that's not always necessarily my place to do, but we're gonna set that off to the side. What I'm ultimately getting at here is that Ninja was on to the thing that I told you guys in my last video that I wanted to focus on this year. Because I asked a lot of you a question: are you having fun? Ninja just wanted to go back to having fun, whether that was playing with his friends or Fortnite being a better game in his eyes or what have you. He just wanted to have fun again. And I think for a lot of us last year, a lot of us stopped having fun. I had fun, I think, for just about all of Chapter 4. Remix is really when it started dying down for me. And then, of course, Chapter 6 brought up the vibes again. Chapter 6 has been amazing. I can't really complain much about the new chapter. But all that aside, I think we're all just looking to have fun with Fortnite again. Or, honestly, what I've seen from a lot of Fortnite content creators, we're looking to have fun with things outside of Fortnite. As I've told you guys before, I've got some fun, interesting plans for that. But it was really Ninja. He was already at this mindset last year. There's one last clip that comes to my mind when it comes to this topic, and it's him talking about how he is just looking for the next new game.
But like, yeah, I am. I'm ready for the next big game, dude. I'm ready for the next big game. I am. I have been for a while.
Quite frankly, I think I owe Ninja an apology. Bro, you were right, and I'm sorry. I did not mean to come at you the way that I did, and I want to apologize to my community. I did not mean to come across as negative as I may have last year. I still mean a lot of the things that I said in that video, but once again, I think that sometimes you can execute your explanation of something better. But more specifically, when it comes to what I'm talking about here, the fun angle, Ninja is 100% right about just needing to have fun. I think gaming does need a lot less of the drama. I think what I want everybody to understand is content creators are not infallible. We're not these gods that should be held up on pedestals that are perfect. We're human beings, just like all you guys. We're average, everyday people. We make mistakes, and I am no exception. All that being said, big thank you to Ninja, and I'm going to take your advice and start having fun. As a matter of fact, this Monday, we are going to have our first live stream of the year, and that's going to be where the fun really begins. All this yapping that I've done over the last couple of weeks between the Nick 830 video to this one here, it's kind of been building up to the stream that we're going to have on Monday, because as you guys have seen, some things have changed, and I got some more changes in store. I'm going to give you guys the full laydown for the direction for the content on Monday, but Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, we have a very special stream planned here on the channel as well. I cannot wait for you guys to see that. It's actually part of another trend that I've seen Ninja and a lot of other content creators jump on recently. If you know what that is, I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all can guess, but Tuesday is going to be me and a few friends jumping on that trend too. So anyway, until then, I love y'all. Hey, do me a favor. Go out and have some fun, all right? And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.